I'm having such a moment right now. Like, is this real life? I am recording this from Costa Rica, sunny Costa Rica right now. I am finally back to living my dream life and being a digital nomad. And today I'm going to share my success tips for anyone else who wants to be a digital nomad themselves. So if you've been looking to create a remote work type lifestyle, travel the world while you work from your laptop, and build wealth and abundance, all while experiencing the best the world has to offer, listen up, because that's what we're talking about today. No dream is off limits. No dream is unrealistic. And I want to ingrain that in your mind because there was a time in my life where the digital nomad lifestyle felt like a distant dream. I used to write about it in my journal and just dream of what it would be like to work for myself and actually see different places, you know? But then almost 4 years ago, I started my own digital marketing agency. I scaled it to over 6 figures, and then I took the opportunity to travel after that. The reason why I stopped traveling in 2024 was I got a boyfriend who was in the US, and I decided to kind of build roots there for a while, but I quickly realized that wasn't for me. So now I'm back to traveling. I know I might be a little crazy, but anyways, unstoppable energy is what we are channeling this year. You and we're going to be unstoppable AF. But before I share the 3 success habits that I would recommend for digital nomads, I do want to do a quick shameless plug. I'm hosting a free training on February the 13th on how to beat imposter syndrome and actually sign clients for your service-based business. So if you are a marketing freelancer or you have a marketing agency, or maybe you're a virtual assistant and you want to get new clients, I'm sharing all my tips, all my strategies on how to actually push past that feeling of lack of worthiness, that feeling of not trusting yourself, and take the messy, imperfect actions you need to take in order to get your clients. So I will put the link down in the description. Make sure you join us live. And if you can't, I totally get it, but there will be a replay and you will get access to it, but you have to sign up with the link first. So definitely check out that landing page. If it all sounds good to you, then sign up and you will get that replay delivered to you afterwards. Oh, and by the way, don't sleep on this because I am going to be doing a Q&A at the end of the training, and I'm the type of person that I will go till the very end, till all the questions are done. So come join us and it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think this is going to change your life. Okay, so now we'll get into today's topic, which is how to thrive and vibe as a digital nomad, even when you're on the go, even when you're in uncomfortable situations you're not familiar with, even when you're meeting lots of new people, you're in a country where maybe you don't speak the language. Here are my top 3 tips to make all of that work for you. Okay, my first habit is to live like a local, not like a tourist. So what do I mean by this? A lot of people, especially people who haven't been digital nomads before, look at someone who has a digital nomad life and they say, wow, that person is on vacation all the time. They must be rich. They never do any work. And that could not be further from the truth, because as a digital nomad, regardless of where I am, I work pretty much the same amount. So I'm still working 8-hour days, usually sometimes more. And so in order to sustain that lifestyle, I need to actually buy groceries. I need to go to the gym like a normal person. So really, being a digital nomad isn't about being a tourist or being on vacation all the time. It's about integrating yourself into a new location, meeting new people, and just living like a local. So I highly recommend finding a gym, prioritizing your fitness and your health. And personally, I do like buying groceries and cooking, or doing that versus going out to eat for every single meal, because even though certain countries do have a lower cost of food than the United States, for example, it still adds up, and you don't have as much control over what you're consuming because it's up to the restaurant or whatever provider of the food puts in it, right? So I always like buying groceries, at least like fruit and yogurt, drinks, stuff like that, to have on hand, so I'm not spending as much money going out to eat. And if you can, try to set a normal working schedule. So set work hours like 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., 9 to 5, whatever works for you, because that'll actually give you more time back to enjoy the place that you're living. I, for example, don't have a schedule right now. I'm very willy-nilly with my hours, but I kind of prefer that too, because it allows me to actually take breaks in the middle of the day and go get a coffee, hang out with friends, whatever it may be. So I say set a schedule with the intention of helping you stay more organized and structured, but just for transparency, I do not have a set schedule, but also I consider myself to be a seasoned nomad, and I kind of know how to manage my work with my nomad life as well. Because remember, this is your real life now. It's not just an Instagram feed or an Instagram highlight reel. This is how you're gonna live your life. So make sure that you're still keeping your priorities straight. Okay, my second habit is to prioritize self-care. So this actually goes into what I just said because it's important for you to actually eat good food, make time to relax and unwind, maybe read a book, and do all the same things or most of the same things that you would normally do in your home country. And actually, I think the most important aspect of this tip is to prioritize play and having fun, because I'm assuming you didn't become a digital nomad just to work 24/7, right? You actually want to explore and see new places and actually experience the country that you're visiting, right? So in order to do that, you need to actually create the space for that play, that fun, that exploration, that adventure. So make sure you build that into your schedule. Not all digital nomads work 8-hour days. I know earlier I said that I do because that's my reality. I have a lot of work, so I do work 8-hour days. But if you can get by with only working 4 hours a day, if you're freelancing and maybe you have good enough rates to where you can work 4 hours a day and sustain your lifestyle, go for it. It all depends on what your priorities are and what's important to you. You can always scale up your work or work less if you want to get more money or have more time back. And also sleep, it's non-negotiable, okay? Make sure that you are actually getting 8 hours of sleep every single night if you can. Sometimes I teeter between 7 and 8 because according to my Apple Watch, for some reason, my circadian rhythm is set to wake me up after 7 hours. But if you can get a full 8 hours of sleep plus, that is perfect. And sometimes it'll vary. Like the other day at the place I'm staying, we had a party and I was literally up talking to my friend till 4 in the morning. And then we were like, wait, it's 4 a.m. We need to go to sleep. So then I went to sleep and I woke up and I actually started working at 10:30 a.m. the next day. So I didn't get as much sleep that night, but being a nomad, it's all about spontaneity and adventure and again, just enjoying your time. So yeah, staying up till 4 in the morning and only getting 6 hours of sleep might not sound like self-care, but I would do it all over again because I had such an amazing moment of bonding and a great conversation with the people I was hanging out with. And my third habit actually ties into what I was just saying about making friends, but network and build your community. So a great way to do this is to research in your location co-living spaces or co-working spaces. So a co-working space is basically think of a WeWork if you're in the US. A WeWork is basically a temporary office space where you can rent a desk for the day. You can even rent a private office if you want. They have meeting booths there. So if you are a remote worker or somebody who doesn't have an office for some reason, it's a great way to have kind of an office setting in the location you're at. So that's what a co-working space is. WeWork is one. Actually, I think they have them all over the world, but there are great local ones that you should research and check out too that may even offer better pricing and amenities depending on where you are. But I say all this to say co-working spaces are great places to meet other remote workers, other business owners, other people like you who have a similar mindset and a similar lifestyle, I guess. So I would recommend finding a co-working space, but if you want to take it to another level, you could try a co-living space. Now, a co-living space is basically a co-working space, but also you live there. So it's kind of like a hostel/hotel integrated with a co-working space. So these co-living spaces are really designed for remote workers because they always come with strong Wi-Fi, or they should. Make sure you do your research because they're all a little bit different, but the ones I've stayed at all have really great Wi-Fi. They cater to digital nomads and remote workers. Basically, it's a cool place to live. People hang out there, have parties, drink, hang out, have great conversations. I have been here for a total of 6 days, and I've already met so many incredible people here in the co-living I'm staying at in Costa Rica. So I would highly recommend a co-living if you're worried about being lonely or you don't know if you're going to integrate well into the digital nomad lifestyle. But definitely whenever you join these co-living/co-working spaces, make sure the Wi-Fi is going to be good. Do your research and look at reviews. Make sure that you pay attention to community events. That's a great way to meet people. Or, you could just go up and say hi to someone too if you want. I am a little bit more introverted than that, so I kind of like meeting people in an organized setting, if that makes sense. But if you are a full-on extrovert, feel free to talk to whoever you want. I'm sure they'll be cool with you, nice with you, be open in conversation. And the cool thing about all of this is there are so many people who are digital nomads who are really successful that whenever you are integrating yourself into these nomad communities, you never know who you're going to meet. It could be a potential client, it could be a potential business partner, could be a lifelong friend. I still have relationships with a lot of the people I've met while traveling, and it's because this lifestyle attracts a certain type of person. Or I shouldn't say it like that. It's not a certain type of person in the sense that there's no diversity, but it's someone who is more likely to be open-minded and have really great conversations with, from my experience. So just remember that nobody's on an island. Even if you're literally on an island, don't be an island, okay? Go talk to people, network with people, make connections, and that will make your experience as a digital nomad so much better. And speaking of like-minded entrepreneurs, this is a great time to talk about my Globe Gladiator membership. I created my Globe Gladiator membership to be a space for like-minded entrepreneurs to come together, and I have several trainings in there that will help you start and launch your own online business and get it going and actually get clients and revenue coming in so you can fund your freedom lifestyle where you have time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom. All the freedoms you want will be built into this business that you're creating. And if all that sounds great to you, here inside the membership, I help members solve some of their greatest business challenges. So you get trainings every month. You also get comment access to me. So what this means is I go in, and sometimes our members have questions about how to start or grow their businesses. So you're welcome to ask me anything you want. And I'm in there every day connecting with our members, supporting them and helping them grow their own businesses. And here's the best part. You can get in for $29 a month with code ENERGY right now. I will leave the link down in the description. So check out the landing page and see if it's a good fit for you. If you have any questions about it, feel free to DM me on Instagram at Samantha Lee Warren. I would love to chat with you about the membership and, clear up any doubts you have about whether it's a good fit for you. But make sure you lock in this discount right now. As long as you join before February 15th, you can get in for $29 a month. But the price will be going up after February 15th, so keep that in mind. All right, my loves. Well, just to recap, the 3 habits that I suggest for digital nomads are: live like a local, not like a tourist, make self-care your BFF, and make sure that you are prioritizing community building wherever you are in the world. Because with the right people in your corner especially, you will become unstoppable. With these habits, you will be able to create your digital nomad dream just like I did. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you loved it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because I'm going to be sharing more insights and more videos like this very soon. Leave a comment below and let me know which one of these habits you're going to implement in your life. And that is it for me today. I got to get back to living my best Pura Vida life. So until then, stay traveling, stay glowing, stay kicking ass. I will talk to you very soon. Bye.